Yes, my people, I am back again. Kicking alive, today being my day. I am so excited to be with you this morning. Wherever you are, maybe you're already sleeping or you are already up from bed. It depends on where you are around the globe. Whether if you're in Europe, you're in Africa, you're in Asia, it depends on where you are. But I'm back again because a lot of things transpired in the last months when the season began. You know, we just spent 1 month in the season. We came from pre-season. The season's only 4 games were played. Then we had to go on international break. Chelsea. We played 4 games. Every team played 4 games. And we had to go on international break because the national teams need to gather and play their international games, qualifying series and whatever, friendly games, which I brought you news about Nigeria and Ghana yesterday. But today I want to delve again into Chelsea, my club. I'm a fan of Chelsea. I began to follow Chelsea from 2003. That was when I began to follow Chelsea. So I know a little bit of Chelsea. When I mentioned Chelsea, I have a reason, my own reason why I began to follow Chelsea. Actually, I'm supposed to follow Bolton Wanderers. Because by then, in 2000 and 2003, by then I was in the UK. And J.J. Okocha was in Bolton Wanderers. I was in the stadium when J.J. Okocha scored 1 free kick goal. That was where I began to fall in love with Bolton Wanderers. But along the line, my blood was blue. So there was nothing I could do about it. My blood was already blue. So there was nothing I could do. I was there at the stadium when J.J. Okocha scored that goal. It was a wonderful free kick. One of J.J. Okocha's best goals ever he scored was for Bolton Wanderers. I was live in the stadium then. So, if not that I'm originally blue, maybe by now I would have been claiming to be a Bolton Wanderer. Yes. But in any case, I am still blue and I'm here. So let's get started now. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you what you think so far. We are on international break, but Chelsea, the core of the team is still available. They had a 2 days break, but the core of the team is still available, and they're going to begin to gather from I think either today or tomorrow. The core of the team, because only about 30% of the squad left for international break. 70% is still available. And with those that are nursing injury at the rehabilitation. So what do we need to do as a team going forward? What should a coach be doing as a coach trying to build a squad capable of competing in the season, competing Arsenal, competing Manchester City going forward? Right now as we speak, we have the players, but we don't have a team. We have the players, young and talented players, but Chelsea don't have a team yet. A team is when the players begin to know each other's movements. When Jackson will know that Enzo is going to throw in the ball, he's going to, throw in the ball, the long pass. When Casado will know when to release the ball to Enzo. Are you getting it? When Raheem Sterling is making the rounds, he knows that, he knows that the ball is coming. He will be expecting the ball at the right place at the right time. He knows when to strike, when to shoot, and when not to shoot. When Jackson have to make an instant decision on which part of the feet to use, whether to use the inner part of the feet or the outer part of the feet in order to score goal. That is when we can say we have a team. Right now, we have the players, but we don't have a team. Chelsea fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Look, I read something that the coach said. Okay, before then, let me tell you this. This is what I wrote down. Chelsea have the youngest squad in the Premier League. Okay, from my research, we are the youngest squad in the Premier League, averaging 22.5 years old. That's the average. The average age of the new signings is just 20.5 years old. All we need to do is have patience and wait for the incredible, talented, and young squad to be integrated and to develop together. This is what I wrote down. Chelsea are building one of the most talented squads in the Premier League. And there is no doubt that with the help of Pochettino, we will challenge in every competition. This is a project now. We need to back our club. I wrote this, I don't know whether I was trying to encourage myself or I'm trying to encourage someone. But there are points in this. There are points in this. And if I want to pinpoint those things right now, number one, the average age of players we signed this season is just about 20.5 years, averagely. Because most of them are 19, 20, 21, 19, 20, 21, 22. So if you strike the percentage, average is about 20.5. Number two, I stated that the squad needs patience. Because what we have now, they are young and talented. But how long can we have patience? 4 games is already out. And the season, once the season began, the games are coming up. So the question is, how long are we going to be patient with the squad? How long do we need to have patience with the squad? For how long? We saw what they played in preseason. The kind of attacking football, the style of football, the formation they played in preseason. And then the season started and we are seeing different things. The season began and we are seeing totally different things from what we witnessed in preseason. I watched every single game Chelsea play at preseason. Every single game, I watch it in preseason. Now the season started and we started playing different things. Just because one player, Nkunku, got injured. Or how many? Yeah, Nkunku was the main person. The only person I can pinpoint that he got injured that is affecting the team. The rest, Reece James, we got Malagusto there. And I will come to Malagusto. Now, Chelsea are building one of the most talented squad. Yes, this is the third point I want to bring in the Premier League. And there is no doubt that with the help of Pochettino, this is the third point. The help of who? Pochettino, the coach. But now that the coach is already playing different formation from what he practiced at the preseason, can we trust him to deliver? Can we depend on him to deliver? Are we going to be seeing another Portes or another Frank Lampard? Let me not even bring Frank in because Frank was brought in to steady the ship. Some of us are beginning to have our doubts already because we know what happened in Tottenham. And we know we have the record of what happened in PSG. But because we believe that with experience, you can do better. You can always do better with experience. And with the materials available for you. In Tottenham, we understand he had young and talented players. But at the time that he needed to beef up the squad in order to carry something, they could not beef up the squad. There were still some experiences that were needed in the squad in order to lift a trophy in Tottenham. Yeah. I remember when he got to final. Is it Champions League final? Yeah. But he missed out on the cup. I remember very well. Because of lack of experience, the players were talented. There are some games that need experience. You remember when we were playing Bayern Munich when we were playing the 2012 Champions League final, Chelsea. What won the game for Chelsea was experience. It wasn't the coach. Who was the coach in charge then? Di Matteo. He was our assistant coach that was appointed to steady the ship to the end. And immediately after the Champions League final, he was sacked, isn't it? That should tell you that it wasn't the coach that managed the players. The players out of experience, Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, John Terry, all these guys were in the squad. It was the experience that won the 2012 Champions League for Chelsea, not the coach. If it were about the coach, the goal that Didier Drogba scored, who in this squad can score that goal? The equalizing goal that took us to the penalties. Who in this squad that can score that goal in Champions League final in 2012? But experience matters a lot. Chelsea fans out there, we'll be from this moment going, the whole of today, all the 3 or 4 videos that will be coming today, we'll be delving much deeper into the squad. We'll be delving much deeper into the squad. This is just an introduction. We'll be doing postmortem of the squad. From the coach to the medical department and then to the players. I gave you 3 different things right now. 3 different points right now. The coach, who is supposed to be the leader, to give us direction. He already changed formation in the first 4 weeks of the season. What are we to expect in the next part of the season? Chelsea fans, I want to hear from you. It is very important going forward. We need to take stock. We need to do postmortem, have record of what we have done. Where we need to correct things, we correct things. Where we need to change things, we change things. Where we need to maintain, we maintain. I am here this very hour because I have confidence in the team. This thing that I wrote down here, I gave you the average age of the new players we signed. They are 20.5. Their average age is 20.5. But the squad is a total in all is about 22.5. Chelsea have the youngest squad in the Premier League. The youngest squad. But we also have one of the most talented players, very talented young players. And the team need patience. My question is, how long patience do we need to give the team? Must it be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Let me hear from you in that comment section. How long patience must we give to the squad? We saw Enzo shooting in our last game from outside the box, but it was all above, over the bar, or the keeper will save it. These are what we're talking about, the experience. When Frank Lampard was shooting from outside the box, we saw it. Did we just went in and bought young and talented players instead of blending them with experienced players? I'm beginning to think that way. We should have bought some other experienced players, 26, 27, matured. By the way, I'm leaving the rest for you. I will come your way again in the next 4 hours. Let me know. Let me hear from you. As a Chelsea fan, let me hear from you what you think we need to do about this squad. And if I come back, we are going to delve into individual players. We'll be going into individual players. Yes, we'll go into individual players, especially those that performed in the last game against Nottingham Forest. We'll be delving into that. Let me leave you here first. I'll come your way again. Think about it and let me hear from you in that comment section. Hey, help me to get to that threshold. That threshold I need to get to. Today being my birthday. Help me to get to that threshold. I love you all. Shalom and peace.